we knew that we were going to have to win, three, four straight at least.
The narrative would have been totally different.
It would have been like very different. But so it was definitely a game that gave us a bit of momentum. But at the end of the day, it was just one game, right? And that's how we approach each one ever since then. It's just one game. Let's win this one and worry about the next one that comes.
What about the game coming up? Don't get any bigger. Right?
No, yeah, for sure. But I think that like we're trending upwards now. Like we just have to like refine the things that we made mistakes on from this game, and be ready to bring it, man. Like we know how divisional games are, especially versus Saints. Surely they'll bring their best. We got to bring ours.
Chris, if you get playing Christmas Eve, how nice is it to be at home and to have a win, a game you can kind of almost enjoy as it happens?
Man, I think we were talking about that on the sideline. It's cool to play on Christmas Eve, but especially to be at home and then to be able to spend Christmas like with your family Christmas Day, as opposed to being on the road and especially across the country. So we're fortunate in that regard, and makes it even better to get a Bucs win, right?
Everything gonna taste a little better tomorrow?
Oh yeah, of course. Excellent. It's going to taste so much better. But it gives we get a couple of days off, give guys a chance to get their bodies back a bit, then we're back to work on Wednesday.
You guys have any family traditions?
No family traditions, man. Just getting together and just trying to enjoy everyone's company. Obviously, like with the line of work that we have, we don't get to see everyone as often. Just like a lot of our family, like for me, a lot of my family's up north. So got a lot of them coming down. Just get to enjoy their company, man.
Your partner's got 13 touchdown catches.
Oh yeah.
He could end up with 15 or 16.
Yeah, he could.
You're not amazed by him anymore, right? I mean,
honestly, like it's. Somehow he does, man. Like it's crazy. Like he's so consistent, and obviously, like I say it all the time, he's underrated as they come. And it's insane to me how he is, but he doesn't care about none of that. He goes out there.
The league in touchdown.
He may be, but it's like he goes out there and he does his job. He executes at a high level, and like you have to account for him. Teams try to double him, and it still doesn't work. So they're gonna try something else.
What's it like looking at losing 6 or 7 and now? 4 straight wins.
Yeah, I mean it's a testament to that. Just again, like I said every week, we have a gritty team, and we just realized that we had to kind of settle ourselves down, do what we do well, and just lean on each other. It wasn't just one guy that got us to this point of winning 4 straight. The same way that it wasn't one guy that had us losing 6 out of 7. But it's a long season, and fortunately, we're in a position where we can still had a chance to win the division, and we put ourselves like square in that. So, we got to go out there, we got to execute to be able to finish it.
Do you think this first half was the best complementary football you all played this season?
Oh, for sure, hands down. Like the defense, they were flying around, forcing turnovers. Offense, we were executing. I feel like there were a couple plays, there were a couple drives where we had field goals that we felt like we should have scored touchdowns on. But it's like, like you're playing in the NFL, things aren't going to come easy. But as a team, we were executing at a pretty high clip, and I think that kind of transferred over to the second half.
Chris, you guys have been in a must-win for about 4 weeks now. You need one more.
Yeah.
You get it. You know what the playoffs are like. Is there any reason you just go, hey, why not us?
100%. Like it's anybody's ball game, right? Like you get into the tournament, and it's any given Sunday, right? Like we go out there and we can execute. It's a matter of matchups. Who's the healthiest? Who's the hottest? Right. It's like at the end of the day, we gotta go out there and play the game, because otherwise, like they're just drawing stuff up on paper, right?
Right. Especially if you're going with momentum.
Yeah, exactly. Hot teams, they're very tough to play in the postseason. But again, like I said, anything can happen in the playoffs. So now we got to get there. We got to do. We have to what we need to take care of this next victory, or this next game, get another victory, and then we can't let our foot off the gas. We got to continue to stack them and present ourselves the best that we can, so that we can try to make a run here.
Chris, would you call this a complete game?
Yeah, I would say so. I think it was as complete of a game as we've played this year. And that being said, we still have more growing to do, which is exciting, because it's like we go out there, we played against a good team, and we handled our business, and now it's like we got to learn from it. Like I said, we got to capitalize. Instead of scoring field goals, we got to get touchdowns. Man, not much to say about the defense, right? They forced a bunch of turnovers, and they were playing their asses off. So even special teams, like they were handling their business. So a complete team victory, and it feels a lot better on Christmas Eve.
The success of this offense has had, it wasn't necessarily like linear. It wasn't like incremental. It was like
kind of stagnant for a while, at least from the outside,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like you guys just shot up meteorically. Just
Yeah.
what was it like, especially when you were having to kind of deal with the struggles there for a while before things got going?
I mean, you really just got to be patient. Trust the process. Trust, what we're